Right here, it used to be Ewol over there. Ain't no Ewol no more. Them dead, man. We got the option 223rd, 124th.
Damn, y'all ain't even got no street sign on you. We beat y'all the down.
Booth, like y'all finna go crazy on the rap. You finna bake this.
Kid across the street,
I'm looking at him.
who says he can't come out of his house because he's basically too scared of what happens on the streets. What do you think about that?
I was raised around here. 21 years in the same crib. I'm outside. I'm alive.
Well, what does it say, though, when a 13-year-old kid feels like he can't come outside because it's not safe?
He shouldn't be outside no way.
Yeah.
She's so home.
No, look, no, hey.
You scared, go to bed, man.
No,
I mean,
no,
that's
look,
how it is.
no,
you scared, go to bed. Stay in the house, play a game or something.
Why should it be that way?
It's not, I mean, what you want us to do? We protecting eyes.
Chicago's Wild 100s, a name that echoes fear, loyalty, and legacy. This South Side zone has become a battleground of cliques, culture, and control. At the heart of it all stands the Gangster Disciples, a street empire built over decades, block by block. From the days of Ulysses Floyd to today's drill music and deadly rivalries, this is the untold story of how the Gangster Disciples claim the Wild 100s and how the streets remember them.
We focus on the far south side, about 17 miles from downtown, in the Roseland neighborhood, starting near 100th Street, in an area known as the Wild 100s.
The camera, you on?
He's on.
You on?
These young men are in a gang. Tonight here in Roseland, their gang is on guard for a carload of rivals that they expect to drive by and shoot at them.
Don't bring your ass around here.
He just turned 21. If the enemy gang succeeds, his adulthood won't last long. High school student Juan Daniel was buried last weekend. A shrine is now on the fence in front of his home, right where Daniel was shot in a gangland-style hit just before his 17th birthday. Daniel was raised by relatives who told me his mother was a drug addict and his father was an imprisoned gang leader.
I love my guys at the same time. They came through the other day and took two.
Y'all got
What you mean?
Y'all got to come.
So y'all talking to the wrong people.
By the 1980s, with black migration moving further south and Roseland becoming a hub of poverty and racial segregation, the Gangster Disciples solidified control of the area known as the Wild 100s, spanning roughly from 100th to 130th Street. Through housing projects like Loden Homes and zones like 10 Trey, 103rd and Michigan, and Larry Land, 99th to 101 Street, GDsets operated drug markets and enforced their turf with violence. In the 2000s, the Wild 100s remained deeply under GD influence, though inter-gang and intra-set rivalries intensified. Local feuds, particularly between GDs in Alkeld Gardens and BPS factions around 111th Street, culminated in tragedies like the 2009 beating death of Darian Albert, a non-gang team caught in the crossfire. Despite police crackdowns and federal sweeps, the GD's decentralized structure allowed them to regroup and persist. The 2010s introduced the drill music era, where local GD-affiliated rappers like Lil Mouse emerged from 119th Street, spotlighting sets like Sacktown, Ragtown, and Kell City. Music, social media, and real-life violence began to blur, with online disses frequently triggering deadly retaliation. As drill culture gave the Wild 100s global visibility, the gang's generational transition became more pronounced, with younger GDs less connected to old codes but still loyal to their cliques and fallen peers. By the 2020s, the Gangster Disciples remained embedded in the fabric of Roseland and the Wild 100s. While law enforcement has made major arrests and community organizations continue to push for reform, the cycle of violence persists. The Wild 100s, born from migration, shaped by poverty, and fueled by decades of gang culture, remains a complex landscape where the legacy of figures like Ulysses Floyd, Larry Hoover, and today's GD cliques continues to influence life.
Anybody want to smoke, this where we at. Right here on the block. We'll take your life, we'll take your grandma life, your cousin life, your daddy life, and we don't get no fuck.
Who like
Anybody,
on phone now?
you taking everything you got.
Lord them over there. Fuck Lord them on phone now. Fuck Lord them, I ain't gonna lie. Anytime they get a chance to normal to come out, this is what happens.
We ain't even deep for real, folks. Come on.
Located at 100th and Normal in the Roseland neighborhood, LackCity, formerly known as Wall Street, is named in honor of a fallen member named Lackey. This set is aligned with 10-4 Leaders and Lamron. Known for its local influence, LackCity is also represented in the drill music scene by rapper Wuda Supreme.
Y'all in the booth, like y'all finna go crazy on the rap.
You finna bake this.
Based around 102nd and Yale Block, also known as Pappy Gang, is composed mostly of younger members referred to as shorties, who come from the Skid Row section of Roseland. The group represents a newer generation of street affiliates making their mark in the area. Situated at 101st and Michigan Avenue, Mayberry, also called CJ Gang, is a recognized faction operating in Roseland. Operating out of 102nd and LaSalle Street, 10 Deuce or LaSalle Block maintains a strong presence. Located at 103rd and Indiana, 10 Trey, known as Thought Boys or VA Gang, is one of the more visible Roseland sets, especially due to its ties to local rappers Thought Boy KO and Von Mar. Located at 101st and St. Lawrence, 10-1 Gorillas BGM is a GD-affiliated set operating in the northern edge of the Wild 100s.
D-Block and Gold Town, we run this 100 shit. 10-5 to 7. The outs don't be outside. We put them on punishment. They don't be outside. And we don't take orders, cause we do not honor shit. We don't honor a soul. But we be on two things. We drill and get money.
Situated at 105th and State, MBMG or Goontown, also known as 357, is a prominent GD clique that rose to notoriety in the early 2000s. Closely associated with the late Zach TV. Drill rappers such as 10-5 Rome and Insane MBMG are connected to Goontown, bringing the block's name to the wider Chicago music scene. Operating out of 108th and Calumet, Dirty World, also known as Met Block, represents another GD presence within the southern stretch of Roseland. Located at 109th and Edbrook Avenue, EDB 357 is part of the broader 357 Alliance, which includes other nearby sets like Goontown and 10-8. Based around 108th and Wabash, 10-8 357 is another member of the 357 affiliated network of GD sets. Like EDB, this group is embedded in the Wabash corridor and contributes to the localized power struggles common in Roseland. Roseland near 111th Street, NPG, also called the Rock Boys, is a GD-aligned group heavily involved in feuds with West Roseland-based Vice Lord factions. Located at 111th and Vernon, UPT Vernon Boys, short for Unplugged Thugs, are GDs known for their rivalry with dark side sets in the surrounding area. This clique has gained a voice in the local drill scene through artists like Vernon Boy Esav, Vernon Boy No, UPT Leo, and UPT Lil Keith, all of whom represent their set musically and visually in street media. Operating out of 113th and King Drive, UMG, also known as STK or 11-3, stands for Unplugged Money Gang. Based at 115th and Perry, Gorilla Town, also known as Localville, is a GD set with strong alliances to Hard Town and the Ville. Located on 115th and Yale, the BSC or Yale Boys are a GD faction embedded in the core of the Wild 100s. Situated at 116th and Stewart, 11-6 BMG, also called Wild Side, is a Gangster Disciples set named in honor of Mono, a member who passed away in 2012. BMG has maintained alliances with Rookieville, but is also noted for its internal conflict with other GD cliques. Rapper Son Dawn is affiliated with BMG Wild Side and has represented the set through his music.
Shots you like Pip. Smoking maze on out the Mitch. My diamonds they dance and they glisten. I'm in the trap, I love the kitchen.
Located at 118th and Peoria, Ragtown, also known as Blitz Gang, is a long-standing GD set with roots tracing back to the 1990s, allied with 10-4 leaders and Ada Park. Interestingly, the area once housed a Black disciple clique called the Corleones, but Ragtown ultimately established GD dominance. Rapper Randy Lowe is a known figure representing Ragtown and has released music that highlights their street narrative. Located at 119th and Emerald, OKC or Mayberry Money Gang is a GD-affiliated set that has been active since the 1990s. The set has also been represented in the drill scene by rapper Top Shotta, further amplifying their identity through music and street visuals. Based at 120th and Stewart, Auto Gang, also called 1020, is another GD set located in the deeper southern range of the Wild 100s.
Who's all in Hella Bands, the group?
Me, well, like the artist-wise, me, Shotta, Heavy Low. Man, I got some more artists. I ain't gonna say their name, but y'all go here when they coming up though. I ain't gonna speak on that.
What goes down in your hood?
My hood, man. Trapping, getting money, man.
What's something that somebody shouldn't do when they come to your hood?
I'll ride down Emerald with them lights up.
Operating around 119th and Yale, 11-9 Tesla DG Hella Bands is closely clicked with MBMG, forming a joint front against their common enemies. This set gained wide attention in the drill music community through rapper Lil Mouse, whose breakout at a young age brought notoriety to the Wild 100s as a whole. Located at 121st and LaSalle, Deathrow Marley Grove is part of a coalition with MBAM, PA, and EJ World. Together, they form a tight GD alliance in the far south side. Deathrow opposes several Black disciple factions.
How you want to call records now?
Don't call records.
Nah, say Chief Makey, ho.
Nah, this call
Say Chief Makey, ho.
Call records. Call records.
Yeah, folks.
Chief Makey, yeah, y'all, yeah.
Say Chief Makey, ho.
Alright.
Say Chief Makey.
Chief Makey, yo.
Chief Makey. No. These shorties ain't gonna play with you. I will go broke on guns for my shorties. On the gas, boy. You better bring half his phone. You don't have his phone. I'm never that. Hey.
I don't need mouth for folks.
What's it? Niggas on the internet. What's it, G? What's it? Don't fucking play with me, Bone B. Don't play with me, boy. Don't do no more that TV, all that shit. Don't do no more of it. No more. You want to keep me? Don't keep me in the street. Don't keep me in the street. Don't keep me in the street.
Hold on, my mama grade, yo. I'm Jojo grade, bro. I'm from the grade, bro. Ain't no God. None of that, bro. Ain't no God. I'm just on my son, bro.
On my kids, they not finna take no.
Hey, Samo.
Wait, stop playing with us. On phone, there ain't no fucking. Ain't shit.
Records ain't answering.
Hey, Samo.
I was gonna put records on the phone.
Nah, that started. That started down that hill, man. That started out of town and down the hill with my brothers Marley and Free D's, man. Free D Block, man. That's what had it started.
Centered at 119th and Michigan, MBAM Rock Block is a prominent GD faction that openly opposes nearby Black disciple sets. Closely aligned with Deathrow, PA, and EJ World, MBAM gained added visibility after being featured on Zack TV. Rappers like Lil Flip and MBAM Mazzy are affiliated with this set, putting their neighborhood on the map through music and online exposure.
EJ Gang, the Splack, PSMG Woogie Way, man. 1 pseudo right here. This the heart. This EJ block right here. This EJ crib right here. It used to be E-Wol over there. Ain't no E-Wol no more. Them dead, man. We got the option. 123rd, 124th.
Damn, y'all ain't even got no street sign on you. We beat y'all the down.
They ain't got no black, man. Tell them how they on 124th and low. Well.
Hey, Scotty, on my grandma, your ass is a goofy, a flat. Your own hood to say that.
P3 Money Gang, long live Montana. BDK for every BD in 100.
Located at 122nd and Parnell, EJ World, also known as PSMG, is a GD set known for its strong ties with MBAM, Deathrow, and PA. Drill rapper PSMG Montana is associated with the set and has released tracks reflecting their experience and conflicts in the area. Operating around 122nd and Carpenter, LackCity, also known as 12 Deuce, maintains a strong alliance with 11-9 Tesla DG. Located at 103rd and Calhoun, C Block is a lesser-known but active GD set clique with representation in the local music scene. Based at 95th and Jeffrey, 10 Gang, also known as 4E or FBE, represents the Jeffrey Manor Gangsters, a long-standing GD presence in the Jeffrey Manor since the 1980s. This group rivals the Lafas on the opposite side of the manor and is allied with 10-7, 8-Tray Mob, 95 Mob, and Flipside. The Jeffrey Manor itself is known for its maze-like layout, making it a difficult and dangerous zone to navigate. Rappers like O and J Mac have brought 10 Gang visibility through their music.
Based on 124th and Perry Avenue, PA is a GD set that supports allies like Deathrow and MBAM while maintaining active feuds with Black Disciple rivals. PA plays a strategic role in the South Roseland GD Alliance, serving as reinforcement along the Perry corridor.
The story of the Gangster Disciples in Chicago's Wild 100s is one of survival, power, and legacy. The GDs didn't just claim territory, they created a structure, a culture, and a code that shaped the streets from 95th to 130th. Through the drug era, internal wars, and federal takedowns, the GDs adapted, evolving from tightly controlled syndicates into decentralized cliques like MBMG, Ragtown, and Deathrow. As drill music gave their stories a national stage, the line between rap and reality blurred, exposing the world to the raw, often deadly realities of life in the Wild 100s. Today, these blocks are still marked by turf conflicts and generational trauma, but also by deep-rooted pride. The Wild 100s aren't just a battlefield. They're a reflection of a city's neglect, a community's strength, and a gang's lasting imprint. The legacy of the GDs lives on, not just in graffiti or music, but in the very way the streets breathe.